Hello everybody, and as usual, a massive welcome to my channel. For today's video, I have a few news stories from here in the United Kingdom to share with you. So without further delay, let's get straight into it. Now, the first news story that I actually wanted to discuss with you all today surrounds a study that revealed that 1 in 12 NHS employees are actually getting sexually harassed at work. This is a figure that has unfortunately been on the increase over the course of several years, and it has actually been reported on here in the UK many times. So this isn't new news for anyone. The study found that staff members such as cleaners, admin and nurses were subjected to harassment like groping, rape and even upskirting, just to name a few. Many staff members revealed that the assaults come from bosses, other staff members and of course patients. And I am positive that I am not the only one that will say that this is not an appropriate way at all to be treated in the workplace or in any situation. Staff say that they have suffered a great deal of both physical and mental trauma because of the sexual abuse, and many have actually been forced to quit their jobs because of what has been going on. So The Guardian actually states that in one incident, a colleague took inappropriate pictures up another colleague's skirt and then continued to share those pictures with fellow workers. And then in another case, The Guardian revealed that a female administrator who was in an all-male team, she was part of an all-male team, she was repeatedly visited in her workplace office and asked if she could take part in a one-night stand. Unison was actually the company who led the survey, and their assistant secretary, Christina McNear, I hope I pronounced that correctly, had this to say. Quote, "Many nurses, cleaners and administrative workers feel they have to put up with appalling behaviour as nothing will be done. This is generally because the perpetrators are in a position of power or believe they are untouchable." End quote. The survey also found that quite shockingly, the perpetrators were a mixture of fellow colleagues and drunk patients, and that actually the majority of victims were found to be women. 82% of them were women, and a massive 61% of all perpetrators were much older than their victims, and 37% of those had a boss or leader role within the NHS. It has also been said that many of the victims had to begin self-harm as a coping mechanism and actually had thoughts of suicide. Since the revealing of these figures, Ruth May, who is the Chief Nursing Officer, quoted that the NHS has a zero tolerance policy when it comes to abuse. Unfortunately, this kind of thing is happening more and more often within the workplace. For these figures to be on the increase, it shows that we are not dealing with this in an effective, appropriate manner. Moving on now though to the second story of the video, which explores that the pornography age verification system that was due to be released here in the UK in July of this year, so 2019, it has been announced it will be delayed indefinitely. The policy, when released, would require all users to verify their age by giving some kind of identification if or when they ever wanted to watch pornography. It is thought that the reasoning for the delay was down to our government failing to notify the European Commission of several important details about the scheme itself. Since its announcement, it has also been met with many critics who believe the scheme could be exposing users' browsing history. Moving on though now to our third big story for today's video, and that is that the Church of England has announced it has seen a rise in child and vulnerable young adults abuse claims and accusations and concerns as well. In 2015 and then 2017, the Church of England said it had actually been dealing with these kinds of issues 59% of the time. and in 2015 figures were reportedly 2,195 claims, which then rose to 3,287 in 2017. According to its sources, The Guardian reported that 12% of the allegations were related to people of the church, and it's thought that the biggest form of abuse being reported was sexual. However, other forms like mental and domestic abuse were also concerning and are on the rise. The collected data is the first out of many which will be investigated over the coming years. So I think that will do for today's news video. Let me know which of these stories that you are most passionate about, and also if you found a story that was interesting that I didn't include in this video, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you are new here, make sure to click on that subscribe button. If you like this video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video.